Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Black Clover Season 1, Episode 18, titled Memories of You. So based on the title of this week's episode, we're definitely getting Chapter 19 adapted, but first, we gotta adapt Chapter 18 of the manga. And I gotta tell you, Studio Period, you need to stop doing this shit about the Wizard King. Stop it! Please just do the recap and get into the opening song and then get to the episode. Like, I'm just getting really annoyed with that, Studio Period. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to Chapter 18's adaptation. So, the doors to the treasure room look really nice. The straitjacket looks pretty good too on Mars. Okay, so what happens is after we have the line that should do it, we go into page 2 of chapter 18 and get all a good chunk of that stuff in or adapted. I do like the little extra line with Yuno. I thought that was really, really nice. And then we jump back to page 1, and Noelle and Mimosa get a little bit of additional dialogue too, which I really like. And it leads to this comedic scene where Noelle is calling out Asta for, his clothes being torn and shit, and her face is turning red, and I love it. Even though it was Asta who's supposed to point it out himself, but you know what? I'll take it, Studio Period. I like it. So now, yay, we got the inner monologue here. I was worried that they were gonna skip it, so let's get to this next part here. Yes, Asta's response to close out when he's like, "We'll allow you to come in with us." I fucking love it. The facial expression's perfect. The comedic music is just awesome. Oh my god, it is freaking fantastic. But I'm just like, okay, Luck is supposed to have a smile on his face. Come on, Studio Period. Noelle, I'm fine with her expression, like the shocked expression. I'm totally fine with that. But no, Luck's always smiling, so that kind of pisses me off a little bit that they don't have the smile. I love this additional banter between Glozell and Asta. It's so awesome. And I even love this little bit of Yuno's like, they sure like wasting each other's time. Yes, this is good. Yay! There's the smile on my Luck's face. I was worried for a minute that the smile would be gone, but no, the smile is there. I love it. You have Asta with the sword out saying, we're gonna get in there first for the Clover Kingdom. And Glozell says, "You're annoying." And then there was that quip, I think it was Noelle. Yeah, Noelle's like, "You're annoying." Or no, it's like, "You're both annoying." This is awesome. I love this extra filler that Studio Period put in. Like, this is filler that works because the manga was like bam, 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 and we go into the treasure room. But here, I don't mind them dragging out this scene, especially if it's for comedic purposes like this. I love this extra banter, and then Asta does the opening. Something I have a problem with, and I gotta say it's in regards to Luck. Sometimes Luck's animation, like in the face, he looks so exhausted. And it's driving me nuts because he doesn't look like this in the manga at all. He does not look exhausted. He looks like he has the smile. Like, I will say this though, when Studio Period does Luck's like creepy ass smile, they do it right. I will give you that, but like the rest of the time, Luck does not look, sometimes in the face especially, Luck does not look like Luck. Oh yeah, and the Asta using his sword to open the door was pretty goddamn cool too. The treasure! And the eyes for Asta look so perfect. Like, this is why when it comes to Black Clover, I'm going to be a lot more critical, especially on the eyes and, the expressions in the eyes, because Studio Period, for the most part, has been doing a pretty good job with the facial expressions from Black Clover. and especially the eyes. So if it is off, if there's like an eye expression that's completely wrong or the eyes just don't look right, I'm gonna call you out on it, Studio Perriot. Dude, that hologram thing is so cool and it has look at it. I love it. Dude, I want one of those. That thing is cool. Dude, Noelle is floating. That is so cool. I like that you added that touch, and I do like that we get to see Mimosa with that fabric or with that cloak. It's nice. Ooh, that scroll looks really, really beautiful. Oh my god, looks nice. Yes, Darrow. Okay, good. I'm glad the scene's here where Darrow's pulling like Asta's hair out, and fucking A, I love the eye expression, but dude, the reaction with the scroll and Yuno's grimoire. Woo! Nice stuff. Oh, when Mars comes back, that guitar is just so good. Okay, so let's talk about that flame recovery. It looks good. I wish there was a little bit more. It looked more like he was Mars was a little bit more engulfed in the flames, but I'm just gonna put up with it for right now. Let's see. Thank you for keeping the explanations here, and the visual explanations look really nice about the different types of magic. It's freaking awesome. And I love how it looks like it's on a piece of parchment. That's what I think I like the most about it. Okay, we gotta talk about those flashbacks here. These how the transition into these flashbacks is really blunt, and I love it. And I love it. And this was in last episode as well, where the flashbacks were like in red, and I love it so much. It is so cool. Okay, I have to point this out because Yamushi Pedal did a way better job of this yesterday, which was blood. I got a problem with how you're doing the blood here, Black Clover, and this in regards to Noelle. Like when she was flying back, for example, there should have been like blood. We should have seen blood spurting everywhere. Like her tits are supposed to be covered in blood. You're supposed to see all this blood gushing out here, and it don't look like it gushing out. It's not. This is not right. I'm sorry, and I hate to tell you guys this, but Yamushi Pedal, which is a manga and /anime about road racing, does a better job of showing blood gushing than a fantasy anime. I just do not understand it, but I'm just gonna deal with it. Oh, those swords look so cool, and I gotta let me just make sure that they don't have jagged edges, or they're not supposed to have jagged edges. No, they're not. So the pattern on the swords look pretty accurate. They're like on the far right one, it might be a little off pattern wise, but other than that, like the swords for the most part look really, really nice. Some of them look a little flat to me, but or I should say maybe it's just my frame, but some of them look just a teeny bit smaller than they're supposed to. And yes, I'm gonna be critical about this. Whoa, so we jumped into chapter 19 a lot faster than I thought we were going to. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to jump back to the ASTA content that was at the end of chapter 18 and at the beginning of chapter 19, but I don't know. But I will say this, the magic looks, Mimosa's magic looks freaking fantastic. Let's see. Oh, so we're going to get this one first, huh? We're getting the Mimosa Noelle flashback first. Oh, so I'm wondering if the anime goes this route and we do the Mimosa Noelle flashback, the full flashback first, and then jump back to the Mars one. Okay, I'll be fine with that. Okay, and now that I'm thinking about it, we saw a little bit of earlier. We saw a little bit of the flashback for Mars, where it was Forgive Me Mars Die. Like, I hope we get to see the full flashback. I don't know if we're going to see it this week or next week, but I really want the full flashback. So, overall, the Mimosa Noelle flashback was done really well. I'm very satisfied with it. And, you know, and it shows you how much Mimosa respects Noelle. So, a little after the 17-minute mark is when we jump back to the end of chapter 18 and go into the beginning of chapter 18 or 19. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with me. But I kind of don't like that we went out of order. Here's the best way to say it. Here's the thing. The scene changes are okay, but they weren't necessary. Yeah, the episode still flows okay, but the scene changes that we're getting right now, they did not need to happen. They should have went in order, and it would have been a lot better. I'm just saying. What? You're not going to show us the whole... Oh my god! Anime! You are letting me down right now. We're only seeing the please die? That's the only thing we're going to see? That's not fair! That attack that Asta just unleashed on Mars was fucking awesome. And I'm really, really annoyed right now. Because we're going into chapter 20. I don't understand why, though. Like, this episode should have ended with the end of chapter 19. We should have had the Mars flashback. The full flashback. I'm really angry that we're not getting it. This is fucking bullshit. So, this episode ends on page 6 of chapter 20. And I am really pissed because if this was what if I knew we were not gonna get the full Mars flashback, or not Mars flashback, I would be totally fine with the extra filler, the extra banter. But now that I'm saying that we're not getting the Mars flashback this week, we might not be getting it at all. We only got that little snippet from chapter 19. That really pisses me off. Really pisses me off because I wanted to see the childhood and everything, and we didn't get. I know they're not going to show it next week. They're not. Maybe they'll show it when Mars gets fully defeated. But God, I wanted to see it this week. I was so hyped to see it this week. And Studio Period, what the fuck were you doing? This episode was meh to me. I'm not gonna lie, it was meh because the animation for the most part was okay. It's just I did not like the scene changes because they were extremely unnecessary. I don't understand why Studio Period went this route because what it was supposed to be was Asta finds the sword and Nero's like pointing out the shit about the sword, and then Mars comes in and he has the flashback about his childhood. And I'm so annoyed because this flashback is important for events that happen later in the manga. So I just don't understand why the studio made this choice. I just don't understand it at all. If I had it my way, now that I know that we're not getting the Mars flashback, fuck the extra filler. Fuck that shit. They should have cut down on the bantering. They should have cut down the playtime in the treasure room and really given us this Mars content. I am just so fucking pissed off right now. And if we don't get this Mars content at all, I'm like, if we don't get it when he dies, or not dies, when he's defeated, that's gonna piss me off even more. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you, especially you Mars fans out there, are you guys pissed that they essentially cut the full flashback, Mars's full flashback this week and just focused more on Noelle and Mimosa? I'm more annoyed that they added that shit from the beginning of chapter 20, because what they could have done is started off next week's episode with that content and then like have the scene, where Asta's getting stabbed and then go into the opening song from there. That would have been a lot better. I have to question what you're doing, Studio Period. What the fuck? You were doing so well and you're giving us this. I'm extremely disappointed this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion and help lessen the struggle I'm going through, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my GoFundMe, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.